Hey gang, Scott Cutcher here. It's been a minute, right? So I thought maybe we'd have some coffee, have a conversation, and kind of catch up. I don't know about you, but life has been quite challenging lately. My challenges have been almost a Mount Everest of life. And yet here I am getting through it, very blessed and very glad that you guys tuned in today because I want to give you a little bit about what I've been going through, but more a word of encouragement for you that are going through similar things, just as difficult, if not more so, way more difficult than what I've been through. And just want to give you a little bit of encouragement because I was encouraged this morning, and so I want to pass that on to you. So you haven't seen me for a while on social media. Some of you people, maybe in my industry, have seen me kind of absent to some degree. That wasn't by choice. It was because life got in the way. So we've been working on getting a final home and me setting up a core office. So core has expanded a lot. A lot of you guys know that. My main pony is and always will be France Lighting Solutions. I worked with them for a couple of years to help build out their product line and really help them to change direction. They gave me enough trust to help them in that process. They've done an amazing job of changing direction, and I got to play a small part in that. As that happened, of course, I got associated tightly with France, which is great, but I've brought on other products. I got Cutworks, so a bunch of different, Apex machines, finish machines, CWT tables, etc. I've got DAS adhesives. I've got Excel-Art. I've got, Max Light, general LED lighting fixtures and control system. I've got so much more to offer now that obviously it was time for me to have an office that wasn't completely themed France. So in this move, which has been one we've been working on for a very long time and was extremely messy, part of what I've been going through, I'm able to create a brand new office. You're seeing it. It's in its rawest form, except for I was able to finally put up some curtains last night. So we're getting there. But I'm going to take you on a quick little tour on it. That I had a couple of people go, hey, we'd love to see what you're up to and this new studio / office. So I'll show you what I'm doing. But with that all being said, it has been quite the journey. It has been, I don't even know where to begin. So trying to build a house, inside of a community. It's a spec home, but customized. Nothing fancy. I'm not a fancy kind of guy. Something we've been wanting for a very long time and a great neighborhood for our kids. And we're now in Columbia, Tennessee, so we're very excited about it. It's a great community. And how do I put this? I'm just going to be transparent and blunt, guys. I mean, I think we put too much facades up in business that we don't just say, it's people too. We're so worried about our facade that we aren't just real with one another. And I don't want anything that I ever put out there to not just be transparent and real. I'm only 3 years as an LLC. Okay, I'll just tell you, flat and simple. Anyone that's a small business understands this. Try getting a house loan when you're 3 years in LLC. I don't care how much you're growing. I mean, we doubled last year. It doesn't matter. They're just going to make you run through hoops and jump through hoops and all kinds of stuff. And during that process, an old partnership that was 22 years old piped up its ugly head, and I had to deal with those issues and other issues. It was crazy, right? All the things all the decisions you make in life, eventually you will have to deal with the repercussions of whatever the outcome was. And that's what I had to do. I almost paying for my past sins, so to speak. And it's been messy. So we can only pack a third of the house or the townhome we were in Franklin and put that in storage. And then we needed the rest of it. So we're living out of boxes and still stuff out. So nothing's really packed. And God opened the doors. It was absolutely amazing. I don't know what your belief system is, but anyone that knows me knows I'm a Christian and knows my belief system is very rooted in faith and God being in control and us showing up and working the land we've been given. Excuse me. So he shows up in a big way. Things get resolved very quick with the old partnership. All these things just boom, 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 boom. But in house buying years, it's like 7-8 months, right? House was done, 7-8 months of trying to get all this taken care of. At one point, we even lost the house. It was given to someone else. And like I said, God interceded and it came back to us. It's a crazy story. Maybe it'll be added to my testimony one day, but it's unreal, the divine nature in which all this happened. excuse me, allergy season never stops in Tennessee. So, you know, I find myself in this new home, boxes everywhere, trying to get settled in, trying to get this office studio done so I can interact with you more and demo products and help you make better choices for your sign industry and for brands that are trying to grow. And in the middle of the move, I mean, we finally get, yes, you're going. So we're moving all the big stuff, and we still are boxing things, and majority of it still needs to be boxed up. So we just moved the big stuff. We're starting to box, and we get a horrible call, one no one wants. My wife got a call from a hospice nurse letting her know that her mother was put in hospice. And for you that know me and are tight with me, and there's quite a few of you, thank you so much for reaching out. And your condolences and your prayers, they are helping. Please continue as my wife mourns the loss of her mother, because after she got up there, she got to spend 4 or 5 really good days with her, and she passed. Meanwhile, I'm back here, middle of the days, trying to continue to do what you guys need me to do while I'm moving all this stuff. So became pretty absent, so to speak. Radio silent is a better term, I guess. And it just kept snowballing. During that process, it was very challenging. I was pretty much a one-man show, a lot of it. Thank God for my best friend, Everett Laster, who kept showing up and showing up and showing up. One for him, I don't think I'd ever gotten moved. Thank God for some of the young gentlemen that came that were friends of my daughter in college and helped us with the big stuff, and one young man from our church. I mean, I'm so blessed that all that happened. But the final part of it with all the boxing was just me. I was boxing some of it up and moving it. My daughter would help when she could. One of the other gentlemen would help when he could. And, you know, it was, we got it done. I mean, it was tough. Why is it tough? Because I'm trying to run a business. I'm trying to do what's best for you guys. I'm trying to serve you. And that's where the lesson came in. That's where grace came in. That's where the inspiration today came in. Because all of that distracted me and took me out of pocket for a couple months. I mean, I just went to a show, which I haven't even posted about yet, that I really enjoyed being there and seeing people again and reconnecting with other vendors and just feeling like I was getting back into the groove, right? And starting to serve you guys the way I want to serve you again. And that was at MSA, and they did a great job. Attendance was down a little bit, and I think that the market is just showing its wear and tear this year. It's been a weird year. If anyone says, oh, it's been an amazing year, you know, it's been so good, they're either in that very small pocket on the edge of things and they're in a unique industry, or they're lying. It hasn't been great. It's been good. I mean, we've grown some more still this year. We're still growing, but it's not a double, not even close to a double, right? So it's one of those things where you feel the strain and you go, oh. And I think that was part of what happened this year. But the interaction of the people that were there, the quality of the interaction, stellar, phenomenal. And I love the organization. They're doing a great job for sure. But I just think we're feeling the weight of what's happened in the industry, quite frankly. Great reconnecting, great doing that, great getting into the groove. And then this is where the inspiration and the encouragement, I should say, really comes from. Number one, I serve one of the best industries, in my opinion. Dysfunctional as freak, but one of the best industries in the world. It's the sign and graphics industry. We touch literally every brand in the world. In some shape or form, we have an impact and help them, hopefully help them if we're doing our job right, and their brands. And so I love our industry. The encouragement came from several people that said, Scott, even in the middle of things, if we texted you and it was time sensitive, you did your best to get back with us. And the times that you didn't, it got taken care of anyways by someone on your team at France or Xlart or wherever that you referred us to. We don't judge you for taking time to do the things that life demands of you. But more than that, I had to go through watching my wife mourn the loss of her mother. And my kids mourn their loss. And I lost also. It's great that God has put me in a position to be able to go on autopilot for a minute. But what it does as a business person and as a man, and I'm not trying to be sexist, but just how we're wired, guys, too much of our value is tied to what we do. It's not how we're valued. We're valued because we had a Lord and Savior who was willing to die on the cross for us. Don't care what your belief system is. There's too much proof of it. For me, that's it. Okay? And I learned at 54 years old that no matter what you're going through, there's always people out there going through worse than you. But more, the lesson that I learned is that it doesn't diminish what you're going through. I grew up Catholic, love the foundation it gave me, love my family that's still Catholic, and love my friends that are still Catholic. But for me, it was a little too legalistic, and it kept me from asking the courage questions that helped me become the man I am and the man I want, and continue on the journey to become the man I want to become. I just really thought that deep-rooted, my worth only came from how I served and took care of other people, period. And that's not true. You serve and take care of other people out of the fact that you have been given grace and you have been served by a Lord and Savior. And so that's really where it should come from. And the grace that everyone gave me during this process, unbelievable. From the companies I represent to the people that I serve on behalf of those companies, it's really unreal, the grace and mercy that I was shown. I'm truly grateful for the stage of life that I'm in. It's been difficult. This has been going on. The whole thing started really getting difficult about 3 months ago. So this isn't anything new. So this has been a season. But I feel like even though I'm still in it, unpacking, settling in, I'm coming out of it. I mean, just look at my lighting, right? If anyone knows me, they know that I'm big on, let's get the lighting right on the video. Let's get it. And sometimes it's just better to be raw. And I wanted to take you on this journey because I had a lot of people going, look, I know what you're going through, man. Encourage other people. Tell your story a little bit. That way people realize it's okay to go through things. It's okay if a ball gets dropped here and there, as long as you pick it up and you take care of it to the best of your ability, or you delegate it, or you're just honest about what you're going through. And I'm just telling you with encouragement today, because I've been encouraged through this whole process. It's okay. If you're a business person or just someone working inside of a business and you're going through something, you're going through death, you're going through a big move, you're going through financial issues, you're going through a son or daughter that strayed from the family, whatever you're going through, handle it. Trust God in it. Do your best to be what you have to in the moment, because that's what really matters. Everything else we do, guys, all the business and that kind of thing, of course it's important to the customers that we serve. But if you really think about it, most of it can wait. It can. And it's not going to implode. And everything's not going to go bye-bye. And your pipeline's not going to dry completely up. And all those things are not going to happen. We'll put a little dent that you'll have to go in and pop back out, sand it, rebuff it, get it to look good again. Of course it will. But we all have the capabilities. We all have the contacts and the resources. Whether we realize it or not, if we really think it through, somebody out there can not only relate to what we're going through, but want to help. They want to be part of your journey. They want to help you out because someone probably helped them out. And at the end of the day, we pound on our chest, hey, get up and grind, rise and grind, and blah, 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 as business people and as salesmen and all those different roles that we play. I'm just telling you, that's not the way it works. That's the lesson I really learned in all this right there. That's not the way it works. If you serve people well, they will serve you in return with grace, mercy, and other things when life happens. It's that simple. So if they're not treating you well, you got to stop and go, am I really serving the way I should? Because I remember another season I went through years ago that was really tough, and I wasn't serving people as well as I do now. And I got a long ways to serve better. And there's so many areas I can improve, right? And that's the goal, is to continue to improve every day. But back then, very few, almost nobody showed up. That wasn't a reflection on them. That was a reflection on me and how well I was serving others. That's kind of how it works. You're given talents and abilities to then serve others with them. And the rewards will naturally flow back to you. That's really, in essence, how life works. I mean, I know I'm oversimplifying things, but that's it. So my encouragement of today is take the time. If no one's showing up, self-examine a little bit and ask yourself, do I have opportunities to serve others and I'm not taking it? Do I? By the way, drinking some just standard Green Mountain, but caramel. Very good. Low cream in it. Love my coffees. It's a great everyday coffee. If I start doing this on a regular basis, which I may, I'm definitely going to review some coffees because I love my coffees. And I'd love to hear in comments your guys' favorite every day and your favorite little higher end coffees and what you really are into these days, because I'm always looking for new coffee. But that's my rabbit hole, and I digress. Thank you so much for letting me babble on a little bit, share my journey. I really hope this did what I was hoping it would do and encourage quite a few of you today to be authentic with yourself, with others, transparent, and know that we are all human beings that are trying to do business. We are all human beings that have life happen to us. We are all human beings that want pretty much the same thing: to love, to be loved, to serve, to be served, and hopefully leave this earth better than the way we found it. That's, in essence, in all my travels, what I found is at the core of everybody. So, to end this, let's be really authentic. Let's take a little tour, which anyone in the video world or audio world is, I don't want to show them my studio. I don't want to show them the stage I'm really at. I don't want to show them. Enough of that. I'm going to show you because I'm going to take you along for this journey. And I would love to hear your comments about it, maybe ideas of how I can improve the studio / office. And I'll walk you through it right now. Let's take a look at it. So here is my mess in the corner, right? These drapes cover 2 double doors that lead out into the main rooms. This office is completely separate at the front of our home. It just made more sense. But as you can tell, the problem I'm having with lighting is we have these really nice can lights that light it up for me, but we have these huge windows, which are great, but they let in so much natural light, I found, that I've actually got on order some not totally translucent, but light diffusing, not blinds, but pull downs or shades. That's what I was looking for, shades. Of course, I have a bookshelf full of junk and not organized yet. I mean, I literally have boxes in the corners, right? You got all my audio visual equipment over in these kind of things, along with some business stuff and bags. This is the behind my desk, so I've got these great lockers that will be organized, and all that stuff will be organized and in there. Another monitor and stuff that's going upstairs and hasn't made it. The leg lamp that I love, because you know what? Without a sense of humor, life can really beat you up. And then, of course, my desk setup. So this desk is 6 foot long, and one half of it is set up for podcasting and content and unboxing and downshot views to be able to tell you guys about new products, demo new products, help you make better decisions. That's what this is all for, and it's what I'm building out. Of course, I've got a light right there. It can help with my lighting situation. I just pull the curtains, right? But it's not even hooked up. Can't find the wires for crying out loud for it. Probably in some of those bins I just showed you. And then over here, of course, we have a place for someone to sit, have a conversation with me, or me to just sit, reflect, read a book. And then we have a bench over here for more people to sit. But more than that, it's storage. If I lift that up, there's a bunch of tripods and stuff in there. And then this is my neighborhood. So It's a nice neighborhood. It's kind of out in the country-ish. It's literally just off the beaten path, but enough off that I feel like I'm out in the country. And it's beautiful. I'm very blessed. It's taken a long time to get here, just like with a lot of you guys, I'm sure. And that's the tour. Any suggestions would be great. I've got my boys at Steel Art going to hook me up over there in that spot. It's going to be my icon for my logo for Core. And we'll start getting more and more in here, sound deadening, things of that nature to make it more into a studio/office. So that's it. That's what's going on. That's where I've been. I apologize I've been out of pocket, y'all. It's been, again, very challenging over the last few months. I'm re-engaged 100% with the support of, a lot of the brands that I represent. And all of a sudden, everything just got brighter. Look at that. Everything got brighter on me. So, again, windows fluctuating, rain, not rain. I can't wait to get this all dialed in. But not to be sidetracked, but thank you. Thank you all for following me. Thank you all for engaging me. I mean, please make comments. Try to be kind, but make comments. Any advice, any things like that. People have been through a lot in this world, and you all have some wisdom that you can share. Please do. Other people will see it in the comments, and I hope they read them. And please interact with me. I'm back. I'm doing this. I'm getting things dialed in. I'm engaged every day. I'm playing a little bit of catch up. Thank you for your grace in that process. And I really look forward to talking about all the brands that I now have and how I can help you leverage them to increase your production or make your production smoother, get rid of your bottlenecks while adding more to your bottom line margin. Because that's what I'm all about. That's all Core exists for, is we're more of a production company that uses products to help do exactly what I just said. So, you know what? Why not use the tagline, even though this is going to maybe be a new segment? For all my sign people, till next time, sign on. And for everyone else, rise and shine. Leave the grind to other people. Just shine, and it'll take care of itself. Until next time.